we are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
We just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative. You regurgitate the same old, every single day without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. 2-2. Being honest, when Mo scores, the penalty, I thought we're going to go on and win this comfortably. How disappointing was that? It was like a loss. To me, it was like a loss. I think it must be a bit easy as well. But as Callum says, what was that? Yusuf, Trent can piss off. And he carries on by saying, makes Dallas look like a prime Messi. Gets beat every time, especially for both goals. Their opening goal, though, he tried to pass it. It was a schoolboy pass. Schoolboy pass. They were right on it. Bang, goal. And Yusuf says, I'm sick to death of not capitalising on other teams dropping points. But one thing, we didn't get beat. We didn't get beat. Albeit we allowed them, to get a say. Callum says, we would have lost like 5-4, 5-2. We could count ourselves lucky we're not competing with the City of the last 4 years for the title instead of competing against other bottle job clubs like Arsenal. Yeah. Agreed there, you said. And get rid of Trent before he costs us the title. It's a powerful statement. We're all disappointed. We've got to be disappointed. And Leader Whiskey, big up Frank and chat. Have we all calmed down yet? I was fucking fuming. I ain't gonna lie. So was I. So was millions of others. Not being funny. Keegan there. All right, Frank. Every draw feels like a loss to me these days. You're spot on there. Keegan, you're spot on. And it does. Any draw against anybody. They were stupid points dropped today. I'm not being funny. 2 stupid points. And Davos says, Trent can go now. Bye-bye. Not to Not interest. He has no interest on the pitch. Canate clearly struggled with that knee. Also, McAllister, man of the match by a mile. He was great, McAllister. He was great. But who gets it off Sky? Bruno. That was a very frustrating performance, Frank. We just never got in the top all the way through the game. Yeah, we never got in top here, says Paul saying. Absolutely. Noah Hyde. The whole game set up and game management is bad. So Sloot is the main problem. Too cautious. No balance. Never. Oh, come on, Noah Hyde. What's up with the fucking league, mate? But I understand, you know, it is a frustrating thing for you. I understand that. The game is played in 90 minutes, not 45. Ali Danus. Good evening. Good evening, Ali. Wonder how you're feeling after that. And Christopher, right, Frank, was a disappointing result from a winning position, but we are still clear league leaders. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. And Dino says, disappointing, mate. And it's a reminder to those Reds thinking it was going to be a walkover. Very rarely it is against them. They made it a dog of a game. Exactly, that suited them. Because of Chelsea and Arsenal drawing. There's no major damage done. Onwards, Reds. Yes. But no matter how we look at it, you know, it was disappointing. Ahmed says, "Hey Frank, how are you? Are you absolutely disgusted? And I'm disappointed today. We needed to win, and now more points dropped." Agree with you. I agree with everyone. You know, you're all coming up with great comments. You can't agree and disagree. You can't disagree with everybody, honestly, because they're all powerful comments. Chasing the game and we bring the fraud Nunes on. Put Nunes in your suitcase. Also, please, Trent, says Dell. Trent should come off early. Should have come off earlier. He had a shocker today. He got murdered on the right. I said to Francine at half time, I said, there's young Bradley there. That's what I said at half time. Copite says, Daryl, I think Nunes were better than most of it. Yeah. Yeah. A bit harsh that on Nunes. Doha says, Sloot is a reactional manager, not good enough. I stand by my opinion since the beginning of the season. This team was top last season in December, and Sloot is not all that, as the media likes to build them up. But it's the same as Trent. All the hype with Trent, and it's affected him. Because to me, I know you think I'm having a go at him, but I seen him today coming in, you know, into the dressing room, you know, walking down. Everyone was, you know, looking at the camera, little smiles, little everything. But Trent's done this on a number of occasions, you know, the last month or so. And he just goes in, just looking. There's nothing that his persona is like, I'm here. You know, chewing. Just walking like that. And that's the wrong attitude. That's the wrong attitude. That's a bad attitude to me. No, Daryl, what's your problem? Always targeting Nunes and no one at all, even though he played well. I agree with you there, Noah Hyde. He came on and he did a job. And Addy66 says, at the end of the day, Trent is only human. I bet the stick he got in the week really hurt him and affected his form today. But he's a professional footballer, isn't he? He's a professional footballer. Look at the stick Nunes gets. You know, LFC fans should be better than this. I agree with you. I agree with you. Totally agree with you, Andy. But, you know, you can't just look at one player who's getting stick and ignore another player who's getting stick, if you know what I mean. And Paul Turner says, deja vu from last season when we played them. Yeah. And Gerald replies to Callum, Callum, he done nothing. As I said, this pod's all about opinions. Canate look like, says Callum, the copite, the most famous copite in the world. Canate looked like he had been on the Zaza Trents in Madrid. Robertson was never never closed them down. Gravenberch was better. Maka, very good. Gapco scores again. Jota was a bit Salah looked off it. I think it had something to do with the weather as well, you know. The weather was atrocious. And Dino says Trent was poor, but what's all the equal fuck off shouts? He had a poor game. It happens. Some of the comments here are pathetic, Frank. Agree. But, you know, Dino, you know, like I said before, it's like I've been watching him. I really have. Francine rang me up at half time and she said, Dad, his head seems somewhere else. That's what she said. But as you said, Dino, you know, we can have off days, but also it's just opinions about certain players. There's Sloot getting slagged off by Noah Hyde. AD, come on, Trent has been like this before Xmas. He has no interest. And Callum says, agree, Paul, was same game, but 2-2. And Leader WizKid says, nah, there's only so much a manager can do if it's half the team are playing poorly. Maybe Trent is feeling the pressure, but he could shut up all the noise in an instant. Brilliant comment. And this is what we're waiting for. You know, he can either say, listen, I'm going. I want to go. That's all he's got to say, and it stops the door. Bring Bradley in. Problem solved. No more, you know, Trent this and Trent that. But if he comes out and says, I want to stay, they'll all get behind him. They'll just get behind him, no matter how bad he's played. Daryl says, do you know what? I'll stay quiet. Leader WizKid, all things being equal, when they got their second, I said, I'd take the point. So there you go. Could have won it in the end, as you know. And Dino says, Noah Hyde, you haven't got a clue, lad. Keegan says, we barely set the subs up for anything when they came on. It was a good battle in the midfield all game, but we move so slowly sometimes when we should be aggressive and fast. I agree. I totally agree with you there. And we should get in the faces. Get in the faces. Do you know who I think we missed today? Whether you'd agree with me or not. Supposedly. Because Curtis wasn't there. He wasn't at the races, in my opinion. The 4th minute, he had the ball, I think it was around the 4th minute. And he tried to, you know the way he like, wiggles away from players. There's 2 players, and it's just taking nothing. And they were on the attack. And I thought, no, you've got to do better than that. He could have cleared, he could have passed, he could have done anything. But he didn't. And that was in the 4th minute anyway. And Callum says, Van Dijk is far our best player and his contracted need to be signed before every other player we have. And Noah Hyde says, I pity Jones. He's clearly not our level and he has no pace to be elite in our midfield, and it shows. I don't blame him. FSG likes to keep cheap squad fillers. He's been here for 6 years, 15 and 15k. Maybe he wants a rise, Noah Hyde. And Norman, Virgil van Dijk is a credit to us. What a player. My fear all along has been squad depth. Excuse me. We won't win the league due to our owners. Can't keep asking these same players to, Good shout. And Callum says, Darryl, it's all about opinion, mate. Come on, lads. We like you here, and your opinions, people differ. Keep talking, mate. You never walk alone. That's lovely, that. Come from there. The cop right there. Criticising Sloot is just weird, says Cal. Totally agree. Totally agree. And Darryl says Gravenberch simply cannot play 60 plus games. We need another DM. And we 100% need a left back. Said it all along. I've said it all. I'd love us to go and get that in Cappy, because he can play either left-sided centre back or left back. I think he's a cracking left back. I really do. And we all, have said all along that we need a number 6. We really need, but they have to be quality, like in Cappy. I know it's a draw, and people are saying, and I was looking at Ray Houghton today, on the side pitch with the McAtee, fucking self-professed legend. And he says, I look at the bench and go, look at him, he can come on. And I'm thinking, has he been paid to say that? Fuck's sake. Eddie says, I said the weather too, Frank. Not easy out there today. I'd say a point was better than it might have been. Yes, the United were good today. We all know that, they're terrible. I'm not getting anything. I'm not going to give them loads of credit. They are a bad side now. It's been proved. But they played determined, It's like Everton. Remember Everton when they play? You know, they raise their level. It's as simple as that. Man United are going to get beat again. We're going to win again. We're 6 points clear. We've got a game in hand. That game in hand could be 9 points clear. That's the way I look at it. We win. We win. We weren't beaten. And Mary Stan says, instant reactions, the slow build-up of Arne Slot, in my opinion, allowed the Manx to settle quick. Our team were not as hungry. Kelleher and Don, in my standard, Kelleher and Don in my starters. Kelleher didn't deserve more than 1 point, 6 points ahead though. This Liverpool side was second at Christmas last year. Arsenal were top this time last year, says Cameron. Let's go, champs, says Steve. And Norman says, this is why I hate predictions. Silly comments like 4-0 are stupid. We knew them Manx would do everything to stop us. Cracking comments, and that's what I tried to say before. But it's not just the Manx, it's not just United, it's every team. Look, I said before, the weather was against us as well. The weather, it was shocking. It was shocking, that weather. And, you know, we had to play. We had to play. And as Steve says, spot on here, derby games, form goes out the window. Yes. And Coppice replying to normal, yep, I'll keep my mouth closed about what my prediction was. Yeah, don't mention your prediction. Did you notice I wouldn't predict? I never give a prediction. Jeff, onwards and upwards, that's the best United have played for 7 years. Yeah. First goal he scored in 6. First goal he scored in 6 at Anfield. Think about it. And Steve says, if we scored those 2 early chances, United would have folded. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you there, Steve. Yeah, you would have done. Miss Tom's pressing agree, says Callum. We did today. But you'll see him in the next game. I'm telling you now. That little ingredient in midfield was missing today. And you know what? As I said, I was looking at that McAteer and Ray Elton and that Benstead fella, Benstead. And they were talking and they gave the team out and everything. And they didn't mention, I said, well, why haven't they mentioned Sabozla? He's not even on the subs. You know, he's not even one of the subs. He's not. And I had to wait until the match started. You know, the full match, that is. And the commentator said, and Sabozla is missing because of illness. But they fucking said, why don't they come out and tell you? Fucking useless, honest. Steve says Jones got bullied by Manu. Absolutely, he did. The red bird. Sorry, Frank, the missus dragged me to Blue Nose Sisters. Grown up as common as much as like a lot of us, but thinks she's posh because she's married into money. She first because she married someone. So she can donate to us. Daryl, 100% Frank. 100% Frank. We miss Sir Bosley. Energy and legs, absolutely. Glad someone agrees with me anyway. Steve says, Trent Jones should have been taken off at half time. When Francine lined me up, I said, we should bring up Bradley. I really did. I wasn't surprised too much pre-match arrogance predicting another 7-0 and putting down the Manx. Ten Hag got a 0-0, but they were desperate for a result. We weren't. Good night, lads. Good night, Mary. And Norman agrees. Spot on. It backfired. Jones was jogging most of the time and second to every challenge. We can all pick up on players, lads. We can, certain players. And, Mary Stan says she'd rather see Kelleher in goal. That means, dropping the best goalkeeper in the world. It's all about opinion. Keegan Murphy. Yeah, Jones wasn't at the races at all. McAllister, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai all played their part so well together. McAllister is a pit bull. What a great player. Even, talking about Curtis there, even, what's his name, Neville, he said, albeit that he's been great this season, he's playing off. That's Jones. That's saying about Jones. Neville. That was at half time. I think it was. I don't know when it was. But anyway, Dino says it was a dog of a game, and we've seen this game so many times against United before. After all the crap the media have thrown at United, today was their cup final. Excellent. And it was a cup final. We've done it to them in the past. When they've been levels above us, we've gone there and frustrated them. Just like today, they frustrated us. Good shelter. Cracking shelter. We moved the ball around too slowly and the press was too slow, says Steve. I can't disagree with that either. We can win. We can win this title, we can, says Norman. But our owners don't really want it as much as us. They don't give a fuck. Everybody knows that. And Steve says, did you notice Virgil shouting at Trent over and over? Yeah. See, the thing is, people are actually saying, like, my daughter Francie, she said, Dad, his head's elsewhere. So where's his head at? Steve says, the only thing stopping us winning another title, that is cheap, broke FSG. Cheap, broke. Yeah, the broke, aren't they? And Copeye Callum says, Canate did look up. He did, actually. I thought it was too early for. I thought he might have come on rather than start, if you know what I mean. But I'm not Sloot. I'm not the coach. Bozo, Robbo again, helping the opposition to score again. He should have been sold in the summer of 2020. Yep. That's why we need a left back. We do, no matter what, we need a left back. And Norman says, Darryl, you're a legend, my friend. That's nice. Keegan, surprised Virgil didn't go and tell Sloot to take Trent off. Bradley on 20 minutes earlier could have been massive. He says, still think that we can do this if we play our game, not the game the opponent wants. Still unbeaten in the last 24. That's a great show. I think it could be a blessing in disguise, This could be a blessing in disguise for us. Shake ourselves down. But something really needs to be done because you can see the discontent there. As one of the lads said, did you see Virgil having a go at Trent all the time? So the discontentment is there, you can see it. And Norman, I hope you and the lads are okay, Darryl. Yeah, that's nice. Arm did nothing to stop United coming down our right side, says Steve. Oh. And that's the worry, isn't it? When you think about it. That's the worry. Can I wear it? This joke. Listen, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am, lads. Sorry. There I am. Sorry about this. Macca was a beast, says Noah Hyde. He was up from it for it today. And Gravenberch too. Thank goodness Canate was back. We need to sign up our captain Virg. He was so passionate. Canate contract needs sorted too. Good shout. Can't win them all. We ran at it today. But it's not the end of the world. It could have been worse, says Paul Turner, especially when Maguire balloons it over the bar. There you go. That's what I said before. We could have easily have lost that. And the Redbird, let's make sure you like and subscribe if not already. You know our Frank deserves it. Just sneaked out of the room. We'll catch the replay. I expect a draw. Still hoped we smashed them. Norman says we can't and won't win every game, of course, but I just feel McAllister is far too deep and we need that DM. Yep. Darryl says, we're okay, no, mate, thank you. Just it's Lou's birthday this Tuesday and still raw. Still raw, of course it's raw. TW, even a Frank and Chat, mixed emotions for me after the game. We were absolutely shocking today, but didn't get beat, so don't feel low. Good shout. Good shout, that. And Keegan says, effort is everything. That's why United look so bad every week, because they look like they don't try normally. That's why everyone gets so frustrated with Trent. He looks like he couldn't give a toss. If you think about that comment, what Keegan said, you know, about he couldn't give a toss. You know, he looks like he couldn't give a toss. And that's why it's not just my daughter who's saying it. Zed seems to be elsewhere. It's a lot of people saying it. And they're only Reds like us. So they're looking at Trent. And it's not just now. It's gone on a while now. And all the messing over the contract. And who do you blame for the contract? You've got to blame the club. You can't blame the lad. You've got to blame the club. And as someone said, made a good comment by saying he can stop this immediately, all this speculation and everything else, by coming out and giving, you know, saying something. And I agree with that. I agree with that comment. He can't stop it. And it's frustrating everybody. It's frustrating everybody. Because we don't know. We just speculate. I'd love him to stay, you know. He's a great player. And maybe if he comes out and says something, you know, listen, I'm staying. I want my contract. I want to sign. I'm staying. And I'll give him a lift as well. Rather than, because he knows that people are getting at him. Because they're not just getting at him. They're saying to him, look, you're better than this. You're better. Get back to your form. You're better than this. That's what they're saying. And as other people are saying, I want to, you know, let him go. Let him go. Because they think that he wants to go. So it's up to the lad to come out and say, listen, this is what's happening. Excuse me, I've got to drink this. Throat. That's the way it is. Maguire saved the day, says Ali. Didn't he? Do you know what? If he was playing for us, he'd be one player I'd be saying, get rid of. I think he's dreadful. And he's always got that sour looking face, hasn't he? Especially against us. And Steve says, Canate Bradley rushed back into the team squad today. Why? No quality squad depth. Under the ambitious owners, we would have got in a quality left back, centre back last summer, and quality number 6 this week. Good shout. Agree with you there. And Ali the new says, it's just a draw, guys. Yeah. And Steve says, bringing on Nunes, Arnie wasted the rest. Sub. Game. Every team turns into prime Barca against us, says the cup I can. Yep. Yeah. And she says, we were too slow bringing Brothers up. Trent should have been pulled off at half time. Contract situation on his mind, I think. Yeah, there's loads, but as I said before to you, you know, he can sort this himself, the lad. He can sort it. Noah Eyes is replying to Steve. That's what I was saying. Trent is too big for Liverpool, and Sloot is unable to manage his lack of discipline in defending. I don't blame him, as Sloot did not come with a big CV. And Steve says, "What's United lose their next game?" And Noah Hyde. FSG is causing a lot of internal and indirect problems in the pitch. They have been for years. And Norman says Arsenal have to go to Everton and United, but that's 6 points for Arsenal because they will want to run us to fail. I don't know there though, you know, because I don't know. You know, to agree with that, no. You know, like Arsenal, after Everton are fighting relegation. They are fighting. If Arsenal were playing them tomorrow, I'm telling you now, Everton would go all out to win because they're fighting relegation. And United are fighting for their pride, to be honest. They're fighting for pride. Just like today, they were fighting for pride. Suspensions for the next game. Nunes misses Forest, says Cal. And it carries on by saying, we're cracking up on lots of yellows recently. Yeah, we are. And Norman, when these owners go, I will remember it as a period that they denied us more success. They really have. Yeah, you know, we just look at what we won and could have won after we won, and they didn't invest. I never forget that Thiago was the last midfielder signed in 4 years. That was shocking for a club the stature of Liverpool Football Club in the world. Think about that. And he says, Curtis Jones, poor performance. We've said that before at the beginning, both it. And it was a poor performance by him. And Steve says, FSG are going to cost us another title by not signing up Trent, Virgil, Salah on new deals and bringing in new signings. Cheap broke FSG out. And Steve says, last 10 minutes I wanted Arm to go 4-5-1, play counter-attack and run the clock down. Robbo again helping the opposition to score. I know, you know, he's not the same Robertson as we knew once before. I can never forget him when that Saka, you know, for Arsenal scored against us. And he just turned inside out. And I remember some other time as well, someone went to, you know, like kick it, and he turned his back on it. You don't turn your back. You go at them. Scared and getting kicked, you know, the ball hitting you, what's that all about? Ali says, Trent wasn't there. He's just waiting for his time to leave, he says. That's what a lot of people are saying. Lee Brady, hello, Frank, fingers like ice type of miss. United just turns up today. I think plus a few players played below par. Yeah. You know, people are well, only one, like as I said, that Mo wasn't even there today. But Mo scored the penalty. I thought he was going to go on and win it then. I suppose you lot as well thought that. And Norman, I do feel our players need help, absolutely. As much as it was poor today, we need a defensive midfielder. Totally agree. And a left back. Even our best forward lines draw to United. Salah, Coutinho, Mane, Firmino didn't put a goal past United 1 year. It happens. A very tricky Forest game next. We'll beat them. We'll beat them. Telling you now. And as Callum says, drawing happens. Yes, of course it does. Can't win it. But, you know, I really thought that we would have beat them. I'm being honest. I've got to be honest. It's not just because of their form. But what I did know, that they would come out determined not to be beaten by us. And as one of the lads said, it was their cup final today. And it was like a cup final. The determination. I'm not saying that, you know, we showed up as though, oh, we're going to walk all over these. We're professional enough to think otherwise. And Keegan says, yeah, we've had no big problems for so long. Everyone playing well, Sloop doing great. But, of course, FSG contract situations start to affect the whole squad and distract everybody. Yes. Couldn't agree more there, Keegan. That's a cracking comment, that. Like every other comment as well. If Trent is supposedly getting this 300k a week offer today, was it time to prove that earning like Salah usually does didn't impress us fans or Madrid, to be honest, today? No, he didn't. But then, you know, we could speculate and surmise everything about the situation. I just want him to come out. I just want him to sign a new contract. That's it. And get back to his usual form. Get back to his passing ability. Callum says, yep, we want United in 08-09, 1-4-1. This fixture is a weird one. Do you know, is it too late to get the game postponed? Lee Brady says, what I don't get is that Trent is supposedly getting this 300k for doing nothing apart from 2 decent balls out 10 each game. Yeah, out of 10 each game. Yeah, won't offer Salah with all he is doing for us, baffling me. It's baffling everybody, to be honest, Lee. Not just you, everybody. And Steve says, good news, good to see Kanate and Bradley back. We did not lose. Yeah. We didn't lose. And Norman, let's not forget it was October 2023 that Klopp told the owners he was leaving. In that time, they have let these 3 lads' contracts run down. I blame Hughes, and yet there's other people saying, how can it be Hughes' fault? He's the fucking director of football. That's where I look at it. And Jay Jupiter, Jay Jupiter, great name. We move on to the next game now, hopefully a win. I think we will beat Forest, being honest. I really believe we'll beat them. That's what I said, this could have been a blessing in disguise. This could give us, come on, let's get in there. Let's stop this. Canate should have been brought on when we conceded that goal, and so should have Bradley. If we start a concert, that is. I thought that's what I said at the beginning. To be honest, Callum, I didn't think that he would start. Canate, that is. I thought he would have come on to give him the minute. And it was he's just come back after, 6 weeks or something, I don't know. And from a bad injury, apparently. In that weather. The pitch was awful. Rain, everything. Robbo says that should be like a Milner now, playing now and then. It's hard for me to say, but we don't need Milners to play now and again. We need quality players. We need quality players. And that's the time to say, okay, see you again, bye. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Instead of hanging on to players. But I understand what you're saying. Lee Brady would have won that game if John wasn't ill. I said that. I said if he was playing today, we would have won that game. We missed him badly today. Because McAllister, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai, they know how to play each other. They just know. And our midfield is much more solid. But with Curtis having a terrible game. And carries on by saying, today showed what we miss when he doesn't play. Yes. Steve 25. Don't understand new Liverpool fan generation. As an off day, we still win the league by a margin, in my opinion. Well, it's up to us, Steve 25. It's up to us. We've said it on here before, and we'll say it again. It's for us to lose. You can't say no more than that. It's for us to lose. But I understand your point. Steve says, we have drawn more games than Southampton. Southampton have lost more games, to be honest. Look counter that. And Dorothy says, a wake-up call, Frank. I said that, Dorothy. I said before, it could be a blessing in disguise, We said a minute ago, when we play Forest, come on, let's get into these. Nice shout that, Dorothy. Nice shout. And Brian. Hey, Brian. He says, watching Slough today was like watching a policeman look at a drunk driver wrecking all around him and deciding just to let him continue. The drunk driver being the right back. Never seen a Reds player play so poorly against that lot in a long time. Maybe the same as in 2018, but that was shocking today. Tore the heart clean out of me. Can't expect to win any game of football when you have one player hitting. Yeah. And Alisson and Virgil not good for their seconds either, but yet again, we cannot, as I said, we can blame everything. We can surmise. We can relive the game. And Lee Brady, not the ends of the world, but like Newcastle game, throwing us away in the last few minutes. Yeah, bang on, 100%. But the point is, and we move on. Spurs midweek, isn't it? I thought we play Forest first. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking hell is going on, to be honest. Sorry for swearing, David. I don't usually swear. Steve says we need a quality signing or two from FSG this week to give the players a boost. I think that's what we need, you know. I really do. You know, to see quality players, a couple of quality players coming in. Fresh blood. Give the players, you know, welcome them. It hasn't fucking happened, has it? It didn't happen in the summer. Chiesa. But I warned about Chiesa. Funny enough, something came on today, and it was a poster did pod, and it was like Redberg made a comment about Chiesa when he first came. You know, when we first signed, and I said, "You're not going to get any games. I'm telling you now." Juve, I said this, Juve would never have allowed him to go. And even the supporters were saying, yeah, see ya, the Juve supporters. And there he is on the bench today. It's fucking January. We bought him in August. So that's not like, you know, fresh legs and a new player and ever. You know, I'm just not having it. I am having a go on him, aren't I? But not him personally. It's like signing Arthur Mello. I said it at the time. Another Mello. Cop-out says, and he agrees with Stay 25. Agree, we do, but it's just a very frustrating day, and we take one fixture by one. Like Jürgen used to say, league isn't won mathematically yet. Big up, mate. We've always said, us Liverpool fans have always said, and we keep on saying it every year, leagues are not won in December or January. This is the time now we should go forward. Right now, January onwards. You know that, I know that. So let's keep our feet firmly on the ground. Let's look. Let's get behind the lads. And as I said, and everyone else has said, it's ours to lose. We don't predict big scores. We don't get carried away. This pod doesn't get carried away. Know what I mean? They come out with predictions, mad prediction for a laugh. Like 10-0 and 15-1. And that's a laugh. That's banter. But we know the score. And Norman says, on a positive note, if we are told 6 clear, if we were told 6 clear with a game in hand on January the 5th, we would be delighted. Let's just quick on. Yeah. Go back to 7.24 in the chat. You jumped a few comments. Come on, Steve. Fucking hell. It's hard doing this, I suffer with a thing here. Look at the end now. Kills me just to do it. You're saying go back. To 724, fuck's sake. Let's see. Now that's 724. Where am I? Do you mean what Lee the WizKid said? Still think we can do this if we play our game, not the game the opponent wants us to play. Still unbeaten in the past 24. I read that. I read Macca was a beast by Noah Hyde. Can't win them all, I mentioned as well, by Paul Taylor. And Reds make sure, says the Red Bird, like and subscribe. Read that. So I read everything. I've read everything, to be honest, Steve. And Steve says, you were back on track in the live chat comments. I don't know what that means. Oh, did this leave? Did the chat leave? Yeah? Don't know. I don't know whether it did. I haven't got any control over this. I'm just seeing what you are saying and just reading them out and either agreeing or disagreeing or whatever. I love Balabet, Gravenberch, Macca as our midfield, or maybe even Szoboszlai in there too, says Count. Balabet. Lee says, he's agreeing with Lee. This kid is agreeing with C25. He's saying, totally agree. It feels not raw now, but not as bad as Forest did, and won't feel as much like a loss further down the line. But it feels like a loss to me, Maybe I'm one of these supporters who just doesn't like draws, where you're thinking we should have won this game. And I'm like that. I've always been like that. I'm a leopard. I won't change my spots. And Norman. It's certainly we want as fans. It's ridiculous for these contracts to go on like this. Yes, totally agree. And Keegan says, and I love Trent. We all know he's better than this. That's why you're there to show. Absolutely, Keegan. That's what I said. It's up to him. He's only got to turn around and say, listen, I'm staying. I've said it. I said it on this pod before. It's up to me. It's frustrating you, as you know. It's frustrating you. It's frustrating me. It's frustrating everybody. Because he's a scouser and he's a great player. But unfortunately, with all everything else, it's not helping them. It's just not helping. Norman says, I really like him, that Ballaba at Brighton, saying to Cal. And Dorothy says, I think Trent is conflicted. He wanted to be captain of Liverpool, and all this crap about a move to Real and all the hype is unsettling. Must be a hard choice when you have Bellingham in your ear, but I think Hazard is in Liverpool. It is, and that Bellingham. I said that to my daughter. I think, I said it to someone. I said he's no help. You know, don't forget, there's mobile phones now, and other phones and everything else. Phoning up, having conversations. But he needs to sort it out himself. He's been offered a contract. He's been offered a big rise. Let's see if he takes it. And if he doesn't take it, you know where his head has been all the time. Look, I know what you're saying there, Steve. I know what you're saying. I'm not going on about it. But I understand, like, these contracts should have been sorted out a long time ago. It should have been sorted, but it's not up to really isn't up to the owners, you know. It's up to the football director. Who's the fucking football director? There's loads there. You've got Hughes. What the fucking hell has he done? Tell me, you know, what's he done? What's he done? You've got Edwards back, you know. Some people were made up that he came back. No, I wasn't. Being honest with you. Fucking Walls, what's he fucking doing as well? So it's down to them. It's down to them to say, look, we need this man here. Or the three, we need these. Get these contracts signed. That's it. To the owners. And see what the fucking owners say. And if they don't say, if they say no, they should come out and say, it's not us, it's them. It's the owners. And see what happens then. This is the frustrating thing about, you know, you're all frustrated with this. I am. And these saying to Daryl, football's only a game, no matter what. And you've had real tragedy. Sending hugs from here, lad. You'll never walk alone. That's lovely, that was kids today, Daryl. Trent saying his contract negotiations won't be played out in public, but not one statement from FSG about the Trent, Virgil, Salah contract. Because they don't say anything. They don't say anything, Steve. They own the fucking club. They don't have to say anything. Norman, it's always us, the fans, that suffer with the uncertainty. If he is going in the summer, tell us and say, but I'm giving all my rest of the season. I'm giving my all rest of the season. At least then we have no rumours. Uncertainty. Uncertainty, you mean. And he carries on by saying, Norman, I'm sorry to go on about this, but any Reds out there, if you have seen Virgil play, milk it, because You are watching one of the best centre-halves in football history. Beckenbauer, Hansen, Bobby Moore. He is in that class. Better than Bobby Moore, in my opinion. I've seen Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore. West England captain. Fucking better than him. Beckenbauer was the boy. The Kaiser. I put him on par with him. True that, Frank. I hope the new Ev need points still then when the Arsenal play them. They will. They will need the points, I'm telling you. No contracts have still not been offered to our three players. Edwards being back at LFC since March 2024. That makes sense. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. You agree with me then? People say Nunes will miss Forest. I thought he would miss the Spurs game on the Wednesday. That says Addy. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's all confusing, isn't it? These fucking yellows, you know, who misses what. And no one says, I'd like to know what users being paid for. That's fine. And someone selling his use. Someone selling him. He's gone on holiday. And he fucking was. He went on holiday. That's a joke. Steve says, when was the last quality centre-back signed by? I think it was Kabak. Just what commentary don't shoot the messages, says Callum, says Addy 66. Just what commentary don't shoot the message. Roll right down, lads. Norman Slot at the end said to Trent, are you okay? Trent just nodded. Not fair on Slot, really. All this contract crap, says Norman. But he should come out and say it. We'll get behind Trent, you know, no matter what. If he comes out and says, well, he doesn't want to, as he said, he doesn't want to be in the papers or it. Kirk has to join LFC this month. Strong rumours, says Steve. Do you ever remember Bellingham joining us? Do you ever remember Shumani joining us? Strong. Subamendi. Take no fucking notice until you see them. This is what I mean about this pod. This is what I'm saying about this pod. Until you see them at Anfield signing a contract. Like that with this year. I know I prefer Balabé over Zubo. He can shoot distance too. All the speculation. Leave it to the pods. I'm sorry to say. I'm not having a go at you, honest. Addy says, others have said too, and he's talking to Callum, think some have forgot we have the League Cup tie before Forest. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I think our front three looked tired today, says Steve. But Newman down there, whether Paul says, I could tell the first 5 minutes it wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And Steve says, with a wet pitch rain coming down, Arnie should have told his players to shoot at every opportunity outside the box. That's a good shout, that, actually. We don't seem to shoot outside the box, only the odd times. Just have a go. Norman says, I supported Liverpool, as did all on here, long before Trent came along and long after he leaves, God's willing. He is a top player. Just give us some clarity, lad, that's all. That's what everyone's saying, to be honest, Norman. And you're so right. Another slow start, and we let United build their fragile confidence, says Paul Owen. Yep. That's a good shout. Trent has given me feelings he performed well at Spurs against City too, and West Ham the week after he's poor, says Callum. Madrid bidding for Trent has rattled him a bit, says Callum. Yeah, it's a good shout. It's definitely Hugh's fault. He's effectively the direct boss of Liverpool on behalf of the owners. If it's not his job, what the fuck is his job, says Leader Biscuit. Lee doesn't swear, so he must be upset. Having a clue what his job is. Maybe his job is to put rumours up. Going after this Balabet, we're going after Zubamendi. You know, maybe he's doing all that. That's his job. I could do a better fucking job. By the end of the season, we will forget this result and be very happy. Let's hope. As the Callum says. Christopher, definitely. Steve says, Arnie playing at unfit Canate today tells me Quonset has no future under Arnie. Good shout. Norman, the pitch was slow, the ball moving slower. It worries me when we pass back to Allison in case it stopped dead and they go through and score. Whereas they knocked it long balls from the back. Yeah. Until either we learn to counter the slot game, we're good, says Ali Danus. Yeah. Evening, Don Franco, says IBR. Aye, feel well. We could have lost today and then lose to Forest to leave us under massive pressure. Good shout. Good shout, idea. And Ali Danus. I believe Slot came with something new. We shocked everybody, at least this season. But we also know we have our problems. We will see what happens. But I think we are good, very good, says our Romanian friend Ali Nus. I want to see who we'd like to buy, to be honest, because he's been left a great squad of players. That's why where we are today. No, Quonset plays well under Klopp and was a starter, helped Enzo to shine as a DM role and played kids that performed well in cup games. A dream manager for FSG. Sloot will crumble without his first 11. Do you know what? That's harsh, that, but it's a very strong opinion. That's why I didn't even see them when I said I'd like to see who we'd like to bring in. I'd love to see it, but it's not up to him apparently. It's up to you, Richard Hughes. I think they're going to try and do everything with this squad and bring no one in. Spurs on Wednesday, first Forest away is on the 14th of Jan. Says Paul Turner. And IBR says, I'd be surprised if he buy anyone this window. Excuse me. As we can't find the money to keep Mo and Virgil. Ali says, to be honest, I don't understand why Chiesa didn't play today. He wanted a chance. We have a lot of players in our club. In attack, we have like 8 who can play. Klopp bought a lot. Many of them, same quality. It's a good shout, that actually. They were all the same quality. And Neil, more like a cup game today. Yeah, said that before. Cup final for them, not for us, for them. And IVR, Italian players seem to struggle in England, so maybe Chiesa is already homesick. I said it before, IBR, you know, when I mentioned about Redbird, what I said when we first signed him or going after him. I said, what for? He won't be playing. He'd be injured or whatever. And I've been proved right time and time again about him. Because I watch Serie A, I've seen Juve, I've seen him. I support the Azzurri. Trent's contract anomaly weighed heavy on his shoulders today. We've spoken about that all the time, Neil. I know that you've come in a bit late, but we've said all this about the contract. The Anfield, even in all, Frankie, even is the invisible man. No signings any soon, but Sloot needs to give more minutes to Chiesa and Enzo. Who'd you drop for them? We're trying to win a fucking league. So who'd you drop for them? Yeah, put them out on the right, drop them all. Put them out on the right. Drop Gravenberch and put Endo in. Okay. That's what you want. United drawing us today will be with their season highlight. They will be making DVDs for this match. Says Noah. Oh, you'll get the likes of that Mark Goldridge and that Alice one. Oh. That's their cup fight. They just won the World Cup. You'll see them. Then when they get beat again, they'll all be going, where the fuck is this thing going? The Anfield, and the best performer was McAllister, but the era of Bradley must be now. What I watched today was a horror show from Trent, utterly unacceptable. Spot on. Everybody's saying it, to be honest. Everybody's saying it, Anfield. And our invisible friend here, he says, yes, obviously it's the best result for United, much more than they would have expected. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And as bro, Liverpool defence was awful. No answer to that one. IBR says, when Trent went off, it reduced my game anxiety as 300,000 a week is clearly not worth it. Again, it's all about opinions, lads and girls and everybody else. And the Emperor says, it identified our need for a new midfielder. Yes. A new centre-back to cover Canate, and it's obvious Lute doesn't fancy Quansah. Someone else said that. As soon, first game of the season, half-time, took Quansah off, put Canate on, that was it. That was the end of it. Also, tactically got it wrong. Diaz down the centre was the wrong move. It needed Jota. Says the Anfield rule. Yes. I thought Jota would have played today and be a forward, centre forward. And the Invisible Man says Jota should have entered at the start of the second half. Yeah, I thought he would have started, to be honest. I thought he would have started the game. I wanted him to start the game. The Anfield Raw. IBR Stella. How bad was he? But Sloop played Canate, who wasn't fit and couldn't cover Trent's flank, as usual, because he's just coming back into it. But I must say, Bradley must start, and a new mid and centre-back. But we're not going to get them on field, mate. We're not. That's the way I look at it. And IBR says he agrees with him. He agrees with IBR, agrees with him. I agreed, and Bradley needs to start the next game. I think Quansah isn't rated by slot either. Powerful comments here, boys. Powerful. Great comments, actually. And Chiesa's face on the set said to me, a player who doesn't want to be here. Yeah. But what did I say to you at the beginning of the season? He was made up coming here, But I said we'd be lucky to get 5 games out of him. We'd be lucky. Have I been proved right? Yes. And Zarrell says, Kerkers will sign this week. I've just been told 35. Zarrell, come on. Remember Zubamendi signing? Remember Shumeni signing? Remember Bellingham signing? That's why, I don't like comments like this. Oh, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it. Fucking hell, nothing happens. Remember all the war chests we were getting every summer? That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at these owners. That's the way I look at the club. Not at the players. I support Liverpool. I support the team. I support the 11 and the substitutes on the bench. Every game. Every game. And when they come out with things like that, war chests and everything else, for fans to go, we're getting a war chest. Fucking nothing happens. Every summer. And as I said before, what sickened me was when, for 4 years, we never signed a midfielder. And Thiago was the last midfielder we signed. For 4 years. No one gives a fuck. I do. And the unfair host replied to the IBL, if it doesn't, it means we're in trouble because they may target 2 new centre-backs now. I think a real 6 is needed. I do. I've been saying it outfield since the beginning of the season. We miss steel and work rate in there today. I feel a centre-back is essential too. Well, I said before, Anfield, Incapi, a great left back. He's brilliant. And he can play left-sided centre-back too. So we get a double. We get a double pivot there. One player. But we need a number 6. I've said it since the beginning of the season. And everybody was saying, you know, when this role that Gravenberch, great Gravenberch, don't get me wrong. But he's going to be running to the ground. Like we did the last couple of seasons. Remember we were going after the quad? We were fucking ran into the ground because we had no squad. And the Invisible Man says, anyway, it's not really a big loss playing without him. That's right, though. You're talking about Trent, aren't you? And the Invisible Kirkers, you know, that's what the gif is. Melos Kirkers from Guess Who, Bournemouth. Yeah. Darryl, stop saying these fucking things, will you? But I understand what you're saying. The Bournemouth connection. Bournemouth, fucking Bournemouth. It was like when the Northern Irishman came. Fucking Swansea. Oh, fuck me. We're Liverpool Football Club and we're getting this fucking fella there. I just can't see us buying in this window, so Kwanzaa will have to play. But his confidence looks shot. And it was only through Smoot that his confidence has gone, you know. Nothing else. When he took him off against Ipswich. Steve 25, chatting about the game after in Albert Old Days. Hang on. Chatting about the game after in the Albert Old Days. Pre-Chippy. Good memories. Cheers, Frank. Cheers, Steve. I used to go to the Solly after the game. Now it's called the 12th man. Just shows you, doesn't it? And sometimes, even before then, walking down the valley, used to go to Jester, which is now a funeral parlour. Then into town. And the Invisible Man says, maybe the snow and strong rain helped them. It did. I mentioned that before. I'm not saying I mentioned that before, but I did say the weather played a big part. But still, it's not a reason why we look so awful. But at least we didn't lose. Yes. Yes. Take that all the time. North Red. Yeah, I've seeing you for a while. North. I'm getting sorted by the Manx for the draw, so I've asked them to send me a pic of their 24-25 t-shirt. And I will show them mine. I'll show you mine, actually. I'll show you mine. Out of the greatest shop you can go to for all your merchandise. Show them that. Show them that. 6-time champions of Europe. Right. from the rivers of the Tiber right up to Madrid. And where did they get that from? Hey? Where did they get that from? There, that scarf or a badge. Great people, great quality stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Michelle and Michael Dean, nice couple. Support your local small businesses, and it's all quality stuff. Just like that. And I bet you say, well, why aren't you wearing it? Fucking please. I should have I've got a long sleeve on, but it's a Christmas one. I was going to put it on. It was a bit late getting into here. That's a good shout, that. Invisible Man, with these misers, owners, no chance for any sign-up. This is what we've been, this pod, I don't know whether you know about this pod, people do say, I've said on many of occasions, when we won the Champions League, when we won the league, there was no investment. We should have got loads of investment too. Lots of supporters on here have said, they kept us from winning a lot of things. A lot of things. With the lack of investment. But other fans say, well, look what they've done for us. And I say, well, what have they done? Oh, they built us a new stone. They saved us. No, they fucking didn't save us. Hate that. They saved us. Saved us from what? Administration? No. Go and ask the Royal Bank in Scotland if we had got into administration. We'd never have gone into administration, Liverpool Football Club. There were too many out there to want to buy us. So that's a load of bollocks, that. Sorry to be crude, but it is. Today's game felt very uncontrolled. It was far too open, says Neil Broderick. Now, Neil must have been there because he's a season ticket. I know that the Anfield Road's there as well. Kick up the arse for the Forest game, says the Northred. I've said that before. I said, whether it was at the beginning or midway through, I said, this could be a blessing in disguise, Let's fucking get the ball rolling in the game, lads. Let's fuck these. I'm sorry to swear, but, I am angry now. And the Anfield Road and Neil Broderick, you know me, would know that I don't swear. Am I right, Neil? Sorry about that. See, there's no one to make me a cup of tea. So we have to bring in the protein drink. And the Northwest is a cracker. Chiesa plus equals Quebec equals Miller. Waste of time and money. Chiesa was our August windy FSG out. I said it at the beginning of it. Only came on today for some reason, and it was at the beginning of the season. And one of our regulars here, Redbeard, he came on and said, "Hey Frank, who's your favourite player?" We're signing Chiesa, and he knew what I said about Chiesa, and I said, listen. Well, he was being, sarcastic, obviously. He was being sarky with me because I told everybody it's a waste of time signing him. This is before we signed him. This is before we signed Federico. So we won't get. We'd be lucky to get 5 games out of him. Honestly, said it. And have we had 5 games out of him? Have we had 2 games out of him? But I think he'll be good. Good shout that, North Red. Spot on. The Anfield Roar. Frankie, did you notice in the game? And I went today, like, you're always there, the Anfield, that the midfield battle was lost when their pair hustled Gravenberch. Yeah. I knew when I saw Diaz get kicked in midfield, it wasn't going to be our day. Great shout. As usual. The Anfield got back. They targeted our right. Anyone would rather. Hang on. They targeted our right. Anyone would after that, Frankie. I can't read anymore. I lost my glasses in hospital, didn't I, the other day? And these are fucking murder, honestly. I'm not just saying that, by the way. Murder. They targeted our right. Anyone would after that, Frankie. Both our own lads, Trent and Jones, were not up to the standard of this club today. That was mentioned before, Trent and Jones. I even mentioned it myself, to be honest. Paul Owie. They outnumbered us in the midfield and Jones wasn't at the races. That's being said, absolutely. Does Darwin miss the Spurs game or Forrest, says Youssef? I think it's the Spurs game. Youssef. And Ahmed, Frank, I have a question on my mind. I think Klopp left due to the lack of ambition and backing from FSG. I think not now, but many years down the line, Klopp will eventually open up about his experience. Yeah, he will. There are different things, you know, different theories why he's left. Now, I go back, and I've said this on numerous occasions on this pod. You get 2 fellas left, right? 2. One was Martin Edwards. All of a sudden, he said, "Go. I'm going back, go." 6 months later, Ward, who took over his job, you know, Martin Edwards' job, he went 6 months later. Think about it. Right? So they've gone. Never got another fucking job, by the way. Even Man United wanted Edwards. Apparently, allegedly, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, 2 years down the line, they're fucking back, the pair of them. And Jürgen goes, "I'm leaving." They fucking left Jürgen in the lurch. And something went on. Not with just them 2, but the owners also. Think about it. Please think about it. We're not fucking stupid. We're not arseholes. The Anfield saying to Paul Owie, they did. That Martinez for them was stepping out and smashing Jones. Also, did Sloot not know that they play wide wing backs? Time and time again, Trent and Robbo pinned back. No help from Mo and Cody. And the Invisible Man, no, I meant to Nunes, not to Arnold. Neil Broderick, today's weather conditions was more suitable for donkeys. Behave yourself, donkeys like the summer. Have you ever been to Blackpool? Donkeys. You mean seals? You like seals? Penguins? Penguins as well. Penguins don't mind snow and rain and everything else. And Yusuf, as Richard Dawkins turns up, yeah, Berry's buzzing, says Yusuf. No, I haven't seen him. Unless he's tuning in and saying that. He's all right as Richard, to be honest. Leader Wizkid, I retweeted a post of theirs at Scarf or a Badge on Twitter, and they went out of their way to say thank you. Nice people. They're brilliant, honestly. My daughter bought me, well, my grandson, she brought me up because they bought me t-shirts and I bought a couple myself. And a long one, long sleeved one. I should have worn it, to be honest. The Three Kings, all red, long sleeve, nice and warm. Should have worn it, shouldn't I? But it is weird, it's on one of the pods, Christmas, when he has a Christmas background. Well, you like there, Lee. The other lovely people is Michelle and Mike Dean. Do you think this fella should play? Him? I think he should have played today. Him. Who's him? To me. And Steve says, rumours coming out, Virgil, and well, he was having a go, wasn't he, today, Adam? Had a heated argument in the changing room after the game, and Virgil, Salah shouting around also. Title charge going to collapse. Thank you, FSG. Okay, now. But Man United fans and Arsenal fans and every other fan in the Premiership would be fucking made up with that. It's clear to see Arnie don't trust. Great, that is. Kwanzaa, Endo, Chiesa, say Steve. And Yusuf replying to him. Season was going perfectly. I knew something would put us down. The Anfield Road. Frankie, what are you drinking there, lad? Looks like a tube of mastic. It's protein. Protein. That's what I have to drink. The only protein, vitamins and things. I always have to be. I always have to be. I had Baileys at Christmas, sitting in. It's nice. Oh God, what do you think about that much? The big bottles. Still there. Might have some today. Steve says, FSG are stopping LFC team from winning trophies. Why, if players win trophies, FSG have to pay big bonuses or win bonuses? FSG just want to finish top four and get the Champions League money. It's business, you see. It's business. And as the Sopranos say, it's business. It's business. Scouse Red, Hey, Scout Fred. Hello, Frank. Since the 1st of January, Trent has been able to talk freely to Real Madrid. Personally, I felt that Trent was playing to leave the club today. I used to drink in the King Harry after the match. We must have bypassed one another. You were going down that way and I was going along that way. Then I used to go to Solly. Now the 12th man. I used to go with the Stanley as well. And go to the Jester and go into town on a Saturday night. Yusuf says, I have a bad feeling we'll capitulate this month. Oh, don't say that, Yusuf. Don't, please. Be one of the Reds. I think honestly, I think that we'll beat Nottingham Forest. I think we've got to pick ourselves up. Come on. But as I said at our time to our friends, young Bradley should be playing there. Because all that was going. But I mean, noticed every match, everything's going down the right. Fucking Robbo's not too much, is he? You know what I mean? If it went down the left. Anyway, that's me. Ahmed says, Frank, another thing I've seen it is during the Klopp and Sloot's tenure. One thing I'm seeing, you know, when Liverpool used to play at the top, that ruthless approach hasn't been there. We had it in previous managers, yeah. We had it under Klopp, heavy metal. But look, we're top of the league, we're 6 points clear, got a game in hand, we're top of the European League. But sometimes it frustrates me how slow we are. But what minutes was it? We were on the attack, we were on the edge. This is at the beginning of the fucking match. This is in the first 5 minutes. We were at the beginning, we were at the edge, 18-yard box. And it ended up with Allison. That's not fucking good enough, that. To me. Albeit we're top of the league. We could be well clear, couldn't we? More clearer than we are now. But, you know, we do seem to just, all this passing, you know, sideways and backwards and sideways and back, then hit them. But sometimes it doesn't work like that, like today. Chiesa, Enzo and the kids to start of the FA Cup game. I think, say Steve, I think Chiesa's on his way, to be honest. We won't be fucking starting anywhere, eh? Be the whiz kid. Arguments and heated exchanges are normal in any workplace when the emotions run high. Better than letting bad feelings fester. As long as everyone moves on, we'll be all right. Good shout. Good shout, that Lee. We tend to have bad January, so really hope we smash Spurs next week. Ahmed. Like you see in Benitez earlier his tenure, Liverpool used to make sure to kill the games off at the Kop end. Yeah. Agree with you there, Ahmed. And Elfield says, Yusuf, thumbs up. Don't threat, lad. It was a poor one. But the others following us didn't gain anything either. Ali Noose, our right flank is weak spot. We all know that Salah doesn't help in defence. Trent has struggled and others know that. Yeah, he does struggle. But that's where Canete comes in. That's where we were winning games. That's where we were solid, because he covered for Trent. He's been missing for 6 weeks, and he really wasn't match fit. Today, Canete, that's why it was weak. Again. IBR. I've got to have a blast of this. Excuse me. IBR. I think we overrated our midfield, and Alonso, Mascherano and Gerrard's walk into the starting 11 as they never got bossed by him. We've said that loads of times, haven't we? You know, in previous pods. What would you do with those three? Or what would we be like with those three in midfield? No one bossed us. Nobody. But I think McAllister's brilliant, you know. He doesn't get bossed about, really. He doesn't. And the Norgate says, does Darwin miss the Spurs game? The question is, does the game miss Darwin? Funny that. I was watching, there's a smashing film, you know, like sarcasm. It's full of sarcasm. And I was watching it again last night, just sitting there, you know, you do. And I was watching it, put it up. Dead funny. Lake Placid, with Brendan Gleeson, Bill Pullman. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oliver Platt and Bridget Fonda. It's just full of sarcasm right through that film. Watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Full of sarcasm. Absolutely brilliant. Then they made a franchise of it, which is crap. Awful. Have you seen that Bridget Fonda today? You see her in there, beautiful. You know, she's a great actress. Beautiful looking girl, beautiful. I want to see her today. Unrecognisable. And I'm talking, no like facelifts or anything like that. Fucking hell, so unrecognisable. It's like, Ahmed, these owners are a huge insult to us. In fact, calling them owners is an insult to the word owners. Trust me, true owners don't behave like that. I know they don't. Spot on, Ahmed. Spot on, mate. Spot on. Love that comment. And everybody else, especially that Steve, would love that. And North Red and everybody else. The Invisible Man. Most of our fan base, says Steve, are too divvy to follow the dots and think for themselves and see who FSG really are. Vulture capitalists. They don't care about the team, fans, etc. Don't care about the fucking city either. Do you ever remember that leaked? Do you ever remember the leaked email? John Hendry tried to deny it. He said someone else did it. And what it said, he said that, you know, this email said, I've got to go over to that shithole Liverpool. That was like, and they had the first tenure, first like year or so. Screw that. No one seems to remember that. I fucking do. Paul Owie, that him couldn't have done any worse than Trent at right back today. Who's him? This is not a pronouns, is it? The Anfield, that Gary Neville's protein drink, lad, spit it out. That, is it? Are you joking, is it? Are you Anfield? Is that? It's not, is it? I've got about 5 of them in the fridge. Is it? Are you having me on? I hope you're having me on. Steve says to you, sir, FSG trying every trick in the book, stopping the team winning trophies. Why? Then they don't have to pay the players their win bonuses. Here's a new lad here. I've never seen this lad before. Ozan Kabak, yes, he played centre back. I make these up, can't I? Ozan Kabak, he played centre back. I always remember when we were getting back from Istanbul and watching the parade on Sky. I was watching the parade on Sky, but it was a replay, if you know what I mean. It's down there, and there was a banner up, and honest, these lads must have just took the sheet off the bed, the white sheet, and painted on us in black. There was a pole in our goal. There was a pole in our goal. Oh, it's a cracking back. I'm just down there on the plateau at Lime Street. Funniest thing I've seen, that. Funniest. And as Ozan Kabak, yes, he played centre back. Good thing. There's a game around the corner in 2 days' time. Need to get this bitter taste out of the palate. Cracking comment. That's what I said before. I never said that, never put it so eloquently as you there, Ozan. I said, we'll beat Forest. The Premiership. I'm not talking about fucking cup games. I'm talking about the Premiership. We'll beat them. That'll get us out. That'll get us back up in front. Because it does feel like a loss, no matter how we. And the Northern End. Sorry, Ozan, but the FA Cup. Do you ever remember when Man United undermined it? The FA Cup? I haven't bothered since then. When they were playing someone, and they said to the FA, that Ferguson fella, when the fella who loves Liverpool, the fella who said Steven Gerrard's not a top player. Remember him, that fella? Scottish accent. Used to be Aberdeen's manager. And he said, we're not playing them, we're going to play in the World Club Cup. He undermined it. Did they get fined for that? No. Did they get banned for it? No. They could fucking book that. James Lee Williams says Terrell. Who's he? Rip Vivian. Who's he? Who's Vivian? I don't know where. He's a fucking lost me here, boy. Darryl says Big Dragon Liverpool. I saw him in Liverpool. He was brilliant. The drag artist. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. Come on. Trent 300k, no thanks, says Paul Mint. Yep. There's Richard Dawkins. Our Man U fan. No, this fella is alright, he's a good lad. And he comes on here. Not just on here, but he comes on other pods that I do. Not football, I'm talking about current affairs. And he says, even a frank evening chat. You're buzzing, aren't you? Someone mentioned you before. I think it was IBR Stella. And he said, where's Richard Dawkins? He'd be buzzing. Leader Wizkid replies to that, like it's all loaded. We're in the semis, and I reckon Sloot's out to win it. He's out to win everything. If we're going to play the 2 semi-final games, we may play third and get the cup. May as well, says Leader Wizkid. And Steve says, 6-point lead, game in hands, is nothing. We have lost bigger leads before. Our fans need to stop saying ours to lose. But it is. Steve, no matter how you look at it, is ours to lose, lad. No matter how you look at it. And Steve says, I think SOS organ needs to remove Shank's name. Yeah, I agree there. Totally. Yeah, Shank's name from their organisation. They are in bed with FSG, and if Shanks was still alive, he would have single-handedly removed FSG from LFC. Paul Owie. That him was the guy you was pointing at behind you. That him was. Yeah. I like that. Oh, thanks for sharing, Rio. And Steve says, what would Shanks thought of FSG, and would he accept them as investors? No, he wouldn't have done. And Darryl says, I used to do drag, Frank. Fat Mrs. D, they called me. Oh, come on. God, blimey. Come on, Zara. Football show there. Fucking drag. Richard Dawkins, the World Cup Championship, Frank, and we won it. And Labour Sports Minister asked us to drop out to play it. Oh, come on. I don't want to argue with you, but they undermined the FA Cup. Every fucking fan knows that. Not just Liverpool fans. Ferguson. I don't like the man. He didn't give Liverpool any fucking credit. Just don't like the man. Ferguson. I'll give you an idea of what I'm saying, Richard. We beat United 4-1. We just become off the back of a 4-0 win over Real Madrid. Midfield. Goes up to Old Trafford. You go in the lead with a dubious penalty that Ronaldo took. And we came back and spanked us. 4-1. And Ferguson said the best team lost. I thought, you prick. Never gave us a fucking any sort of credit. Any sort, and all his I tell you from when it was, when we went up to Aberdeen and spanked him when he was manager. Never liked us after that. Darryl says we need to beat Forest and Brentford, but with Bradley playing in my opinion. Yeah. The IBR. Evening, lads. And Richard says, Frank, we need the 1 point more than you needed the 3, and you still on course to win the league. But it's the way we played. This is what we're saying. Richard, it's the way we played. And the weather wasn't in any favour as well. All goals coming from the tight teams are targeting Trent's defence weakness, says Darryl. Yes. Leader Whiskers. When the club first wanted Shanks, he turned them down because they weren't prepared to give him the backing or the final say in the team selection. You like that? Because it's on that FSG, not LFC thing, isn't it? You see, when you look at, football as a whole, when you look at Liverpool, and then you see owners, what do you think of Elon Musk? I like Elon Musk, and I'll tell you from why. All this free speech and the establishment's controlling, and it all stems from America. Everything fucking America does comes here. This fucking woke and everything else comes here from America. And we follow suit. We have to, because they've got us like that. Great Britain. Fucking Great Britain. Behave. Anyway, they've got us like that. So everything that stems in America comes here. So what you've got, forget it, fuck it. And you've got American owners, haven't you? Big businessmen, Wall Street fellas, fucking globalists. We've got Standard Chartered across that. Do you know what they do? Do you see what they invest in? Standard Chartered. And we've got it blazoned across our chest. That's for another time. That's for the social, the current affairs programme. The Invisible Man. Going to be very hard game versus Forest. They're really hot. Tomorrow versus Wolves, they can win 6 in a row. Very rare achievement. That's a good shout, though. But I'm telling you now, we'll beat them. We'll beat them. Do you know the way we're frustrated after today? Honestly, that's what the players are going to be like. Remember after the Forest game, when we got fucking beat by them up here? What did we do? Rolled our sleeves up. Because, who was it? Was it McAllister, I think it was, or someone said, we don't like losing. And that's, today was like a loss. No disrespect, David. Yeah, Richard, no disrespect to you, fella. You're a decent fella. And I think we'll just roll our sleeves up and say, come on, let's go. Let's fucking do this. And Richard says, I didn't want to go to the FA Cup. I suppose you and thousands of other United supporters did. But nothing got done to you. It was fucking shocking. If that would have been any other team, something would have happened to them. They would have been banned from the FA Cup the following season. That's all that I'm saying. Real fans call the SOS organising, yes. Yeah. I know a certain fella. I'm not saying it because I'm not saying it. Daryl says, ribs very sore, breathing is difficult, but got to be for the lad, mate. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're there, broken ribs. LFC TV. Yes. Says the whiz kid. Daryl says, I'll have to go on to football because you're just talking to one another. Lee says, the 50 men who made LFC mini info things in the ads. The 50 men who made Liverpool mini info things in the ads. Yeah, it's quite good actually. It's quite good. Both our fullback areas are weak when teams attack us. Arnie sorted out, say Steve. This is why I said about getting in Cappy and left back. You know, we could get another left back in, you know, great left back. But in Cappy's ideal because he can play left-sided centre back too. We need a DM. We need a 6. In fact, we need a fucking midfielder who can open up play. You know, like a Coutinho type player. He was fantastic for Liverpool, Coutinho, fantastic. Richard says, Bob Paisley was my Liverpool man, and him and Sir Matt were very friendly. It's not only Bill Shankly and Matt Busby were very, very close, and Jock Stein, the three of them. Together with 3 Scottish fellas, but they were very close. And the 3 of them, incredible football brains. But as one of the lads said here, on here, SOS, take the Shankly away. Do you know what, Richard? I'm not being funny. You know what you're saying? We both have American owners, but it could be worse. You could have the Glazers. The fucking Glazers give money. Our owners don't. They buy, they act. What the manager says, you know, I need this player, I need that. That's what they are, it's the money. And you can't deny that they don't. Our fucking owners don't give anything. This is what it's all about. At least they go to match. These fellas fucking don't. As I said, one of the lads, one of the stewards at a show where the chairman's office was to our chairman, Wayne, Charlie Wayne, whatever his fucking name is. If I was running a firm and you were running a firm and everybody else in this chat was running a firm and you were the chairman, you wouldn't be running from your couch, would you? Running it, picking up. Everything all right? Yeah, okay, to that. And Steve says, Frank, Adidas fully support Israel design estate. Adidas LFC sponsor next season. Shanks would be disgusted with LFC having standard charter. AXA and now Adidas at LFC. Spot on. So you know about standard, don't you? People always said I was unlucky, Frank. It's life. I'm fucking unlucky, believe it or not. Me, I hate pressure. But unfortunately, we're always under pressure. And Lee the Wiz kid, Matt Busby played for it. Yeah, he was our captain. He was our captain and left just after the war to Man U. And he won the European Cup for United. And Richard says, he did, Lee. I guarantee you, Frank, we end up with Shaky, Kirkers, Shaky and Kirkers, both cheap signings. That's all we fucking need. Cheap signings is Zia. I've seen you for a while, Zia. And he replies to Lee, Matt Busby didn't just play for us, he was a former captain of Liverpool. And Lee the Wizkid says, that was when Bob Paisley was a player as well, replying to Zia. Frank, says Steve, FSG taking money out of the club through wages, over 150 million plus per season. I always remember on someone's podcast, and a comment came up, pro FSG people, these thought they'd done nothing wrong, and said, they don't make money. They don't take nothing from the club. I couldn't believe that. That's so fucking naive. No, it's not even naivety. It's fucking stupidness. They haven't a clue. Haven't a clue, these people. Zia says, Beavis kid, I do not know. Maybe Frank knows. Knows what? Knows what? Gotta get to him. He's going. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I'll let you all talk. I will see you Friday night, Frank. Chat, thank you so much. Respect as always. Yeah, I'll be doing the thing. Did you enjoy it the other night? Was you with me the other night? Richard, was you with me the other night? Because I thought I had a good one. Hang on, where I don't know where the fuck I'm up to now. I didn't know till fairly recently that Ronnie Moran was a player and captain before he was. Didn't you know that, Lee? I was at Anfield and we were playing Swansea. And he used to take the penalties, Ronnie Moran. And we got a penalty. And we were getting beat 2-1 by Swansea. In the cup. And we got a penalty. And Big Don came up, put the ball down, walked back, and blasted us over the bar. Never forget that. And Lee the Wizkid says, was talking to his lads on Twitter. And Darryl, says Steve. Cheap broke FSG going to sell Nunes this summer and bring in Jonathan David as a replacement on a free. Did Busby play? Yeah, he did. He did. Plays with Bob. Rita Whiskers, whether Busby and Paisley were in the same team. Well, because he got called up, didn't he then? Bob was like the Germalines in the desert, in the tanks. Ahmed, Frank, with your expertise, how long do you reckon LFC will have new owners in? I asked about Elon Musk before, and I said this. I think it was the back end of last season. Now, I like Elon Musk because Elon Musk, with all this like shutting down of free speech and everything, and he bought X. Well, he bought Twitter and called it X, and he gave back freedom of speech. But they're trying to get at him by saying, you know, they're still controlling us, but you can't say certain fucking things about certain people. You know, like social comments. I'm talking about, like, how can I say this? I don't want to get into politically on here because it's, you know, like what's gone on in the Middle East. And if you call a certain country something, you know, you're labelled. No matter, you and I are labelled. If we say anything, you get the label thrown at you. If you know what I mean, if you know what I'm talking about. Richard, thank you, Richard. Yes, Friday, Frank, it was great. Thank you so much, Richard. You're a good, you know, advert for me. Thank you. Thank you. And the Invisible Man, he wants to buy Liverpool. I know you might think that, oh, they're just rumours. That's just, I'm fucking telling you, he wants to buy them. And I said this, I think it was last season. I said, Elon likes football and he likes Liverpool, if anyone can remember. And I said, well, it wouldn't surprise me if he went out and tried to buy us. Because he likes soccer. Sorry about this. He likes soccer. What's different with my glasses off, don't I? And yeah, I just wanted to show you lads before I wrap up. I don't think any of the lads are here. Don't forget your fantasy football. That's what you can win. I'm showing it the wrong fucking way. I always show this the wrong way, you know. It's an expensive watch. Perpetual motion. It's brilliant, honestly. It's an expensive watch, by the way. And you can win that. That's your Premiership one. That's your Premiership one. You can win. It's just a gesture off me, by the way. It says it's a gesture off me. Because you're good people. And I want to give you something nice, you know, just as a little. So that's your fantasy football. That's your Premiership. As someone says, is that in a box, Frank? Can you put that in a box? It's in the box. and for your Champions League fantasy. Whoever wins, you get the Atletico Madrid game, not the Atletico Madrid game, the Atletico Stadium where we played in the Champions League final 2019. Mo Salah scored, and theirs is authentic, seen autograph, and that's the programme. Brand new, spine still there. Okay, that's your fantasy, and I'd love someone to win it. Really would, and someone will win it. Will win it too. Walker says, FSG have to go. The Tramps have to go. Frank, says Steve, how can LFC have the biggest wage bill in the league and are not paying Trent, Virgil, Salah the wages they deserve under New Zealand? That's a mystery within itself. Mystery within itself. And Leader Wizkids. I was 3 when I started supporting the LFC in 74, so I know Ronnie Moran as being Bod's, but didn't know he was an ex-player. Yeah, he certainly was. Tell you he never gets mentioned. And he won the first treble. He won the league, the Champions League, and the League Cup. Joe Fee. Joe Fee never gets mentioned. Steve says, Canate, McAllister, Gravenberch to join Madrid by the summer of 2027. What about Szoboszlai? Or do you mean going to join Trent at Madrid? 1974 FA Cup final was the first proper match I paid attention to. Shanks' last game, says Lee. Zia says, she replied to Steve there, I don't think we can afford to pay all three these big contracts. Already salaries 10% off our wage bill. And the Invisible Man says, Musk wants to buy Liverpool. It's in there. It's a big scoop. Yeah. Yeah. Wants to buy it. Wants to buy us. And FSG will sell at the right price, you know. Bullshit. I always thought it would be the Arabs who come in and say, well, yeah, that's how much you want it, but yeah, fuck off. Ahmed, I think the next Liverpool FC owners will be American. Don't say that. But as the club is expensive, there will be 3 to 4 different groups in the running of the club. Now, don't say that. I didn't want X and Gillette in the beginning because I know about the Americans. I know what they're like. And when we got rid of them, oh, yeah. I said, just as long as we don't bring in other Americans, and what did we fucking do? Brought in this lot. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against the ordinary American, but I'm against fucking them. And their deep state, their political deep state, they've got us in this. I was listening to Blinken today, and he said his administration has brought peace to the world. Is he having a fucking laugh? His administration, the Biden administration, that's another thing. Fuck that. Leader Wizkid, shame we can't stick that signature on a new contract. Cut it out. Stick it on. The Invisible Man says Musk can buy the whole world $300 billion or even more. It's very scary, too much power. But he's giving you freedom of speech as Elon Musk. He's giving me it anyway. Albeit we're still controlled in this country. You can't say too much. You can't go on and say, hang on a minute, what about these? What's going on in this country? Fucking hell, it's mad. Labels, you get labelled with certain things. Yep, Joe Fagan. Joe Fagan. And he says, in an ideal world, Stevie J, Fabinho, Bobby and Sadio come back from Saudi and buy the club. Won't happen. And Ahmed says, the Americans have screwed the Serie A, Italian league, as well as a number of owners of Italian clubs under their chest. And they don't have vision to look at Roma after Marino and AC. I follow, like as you know, I'm half Italian, and I follow Serie A. And I always remember a few years ago, who was it? I forget, someone like Roberto Mancini. And he turned around and said, our national team has been spoiled and we're not at that level again because of all the foreigners that was coming into play. We never got to the grassroots of our footballers. See what I mean? About football, these young kids coming through. We relied too heavily on foreign imports. The likes of Rudolph, great player. Marco van Basten, the likes of them. So, and he was right. He was right. And the Invisible Man says, kind of too much hate speech on Twitter. I don't know, because it is giving them the freedom to do it, to speak, because people were suppressed at saying anything. Only got to look at that stupid fucking Facebook. Even YouTube. Ridiculous. You've only got to look now at old television series, on YouTube. Or, excuse me. On YouTube or whatever, and it comes up, language, be aware this was made, and even on that, I love the program actually, not the program, the channel 84, talking pictures or whatever, and it comes up and it says, warns you about language not appropriate today and things like that. Leader Wizkid says, I got banned for calling a racist out on Twitter. Double standard as what the guy had said was revolting but allowed. But it's freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech, Lee. It really is. And that's one of the labels people get called because they can't have an argument, you see. I was called a racist, me, little old me. Because I said, you know, I'm a historian. And I said, as slaves never landed in Liverpool, it wouldn't have been economically viable for the owners and things like that. None landed, yet there's groups of people saying, oh, there's loads landed. It's a load of bollocks. They never. You see what I mean? And yeah, I said, and they said, oh, you're a racist. I said, what? How? By saying that? I said, the Liverpool Echo, slaves landed here. The fucking headlines, official slaves landed in Liverpool. It wasn't economically viable. It would have took them 18 months to get here after picking them up. They were a commodity. They were a commodity to make money. And to bring them here, who would have looked after them? Ridiculous. Wakasbach Ahmed. One thing in Serie A is slowly returning to its glory days. A number of top coaches are there. Conte, I love Inzaghi. He's brilliant here. Inzaghi, Gasparini, now Conceição. Also some big players too. It will take time. Yeah, it will. It's like everything else. And Leader Wizkid, free speech has to allow a right to reply, surely. Of course it does. That's what it's all about. But you don't get it here. You don't get it here. And our social networking or anything. You get all the propaganda here. Loads of propaganda. Loads of misinformation. In other words, loads of fucking lies. I'll give you loads of examples. But this is not the forum to do it. I don't even have an account on Twitter. But I know Musk don't block terrorists and other hate groups. That's very wrong. Well, to be honest, I don't understand that. He doesn't block terrorists or that. He's totally against terrorism. There's Elon Musk. He's totally against them. And I've never seen any, I must be looking at the wrong tweets or whatever you fucking call them, X's now. I must be looking at the wrong ones. But there's some hard-hitting ones, by the way. It's look, everything is set up in America for the benefit of you and I. You only got to look at what happened with that truck blown up outside Trump's hotel in Las Vegas, and then over the other side of the continent in America, in New Orleans, you had a fucking arsehole killing 10 people and injuring loads more. And they were saying that they weren't linked. Too much. There's too much going on over there with all this. I'm all for freedom of speech, but it has to go both ways then. Of course it does. Of course it does. You can call out a racist. I'm not going to get to on X. You can call out a terrorist. I'm not going to get to. Yes, you are right, Lever's kid, says the invisible man. And Ahmed says, question, Frank. Have you ever been to a Serie A match? If not, which team would you go to? Through the family, like my granddad, he supported Napoli because he came from that district, you see. Napoli. Another, like his brothers, one of them supported Inter Milan. Have I been to one? Yeah. I was in Sorrento. I always go to Italy for the holidays. And when I was married, I was in Sorrento. And I was watching a game, Liverpool. I'll tell you what game it was. It was against Bolton. It was against Bolton. It was in the August, the beginning of the season, because I always went away in the August. And anyway, we beat Bolton. But you should have seen, the only one in this little pub, and to tell you. And the bar owner, he was looking at me, fucking hell. And he said to me, listen, we're playing a midweek game next week. How long are you here? I said, just come. And we got chatting or whatever. And he said, how would you like to come along with me? I said, can you get tickets? He said, don't be worrying about that. You want to come? I said, yeah. Went along with him and his mates drove down there, Napoli, from Sorrento, or up there, and went to match. Fucking unbelievable. I think they were playing Sampdoria, if I remember correctly, and they won. Great night. And that was just me watching Liverpool and Bolton. See, if you remember the last line in goal, and he let it, I don't know whether it was an own goal or he let it, well, it went under his body or whatever. I think Steven Gerrard did it. I forget that. So it's Napoli and Inter. And he needs to remove them from Twitter. That's what I think. Obviously, he's talking about racists and terrorists. See, you get people who support terrorism. You get people who support, these racists. It's like this country. Remember when we had the Troubles, the Irish? You have people supporting the IRA, or not supporting them, but, giving them a good name, whatever. Leader Wizkid, lies are easier to discriminate. The truth takes some finding, and then often isn't what people want to hear. That's why I've said, do you know, like these conspiracy theories, that's another label. You could say, the truth, and someone will say, that's a conspiracy theory. See what I mean? Everything has a label. But then again, you want to listen to me at Friday night show, As Richard Hawkins said, it was great the other night. It was. Well, I thought it was. I got told it was. I shouldn't have said that. I bet you're a great bloke to go for a pint with, Frank. Mean that genuinely, mate, says Leader Wizkid. Some people Do you know when you're saying something, no matter what, right? You're saying something, and they look at it, I'm not having that. And you go, why not? Well, I've never heard that. I'll go, have I got it here? I could show you something on here. You just see if I've got it. Let me see. If I've got it, I can show you. Bear with me on there. I'll surprise you. Just let me. I'm going over to me here with all my books on. Let's see if I've got it. Here we are. Oh, no, I haven't got it. I haven't got it. I thought I had it. What a fucking shame that is. What a shame. I thought I had it here. And I would have opened your eyes. I would have opened your eyes, people. I haven't got it. But I have got it, if you know what I mean. Just somewhere in this. Let's see. Let's see if it's here. Fuck. No. It must be in a folder. I've got a folder somewhere. Got a folder somewhere. Got a folder somewhere. It's not where it is. But I will show you this though. The old meat. Bear with me. Yeah. How's this? Hey, be me mate. Here we go, friends, eh? See you. Love the man. I've been looking for that everywhere. Couldn't believe that, would you? I'm in there. But I would have showed you something that would have opened your eyes and you would have gone. I'll try and get it if I remember. I always forget. It's definitely in a folder. I have got a folder somewhere. Don't know where it is. And it was open your eyes. Maybe in a story, you go, whoa. And that's when people say, sure. See? They go, yeah, I'm sure. Someone sent me a photograph of where I grew up, very proud of where I grew up. For a being demolished. Jerry Gardens, Jerry Crescent, brought up there. I was the only PhD out of there. Me. So listen, the invisible, yep, it's always like that. It's easy to lie and making fake news to people. Some people buy all this crap. They do. They do. And as I said, Invisible Man, they throw a label on you. Yeah, they say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, oh, fuck off. Leader Wiz, I've watched some of them on a Friday night show afterwards, Frank. I get all sorts of your pre-tube stuff come up on my feed as well. Thank you. Tell you what I'll do with you. Look out this Friday and I'll show you what I've got there. I'll look for it. I have got it here somewhere. I have. It's Monday and Sunday, Tuesday. If you get it for Tuesday, for the pod. When are we playing next? What day are we playing? Any idea? Let me know. Is it Wednesday we're playing? Yeah, it'd be Wednesday, wouldn't it? Well, on Tuesday, I'll show you what I was talking about today. Tonight, I'm sorry. I'll show you, and you'll go, honest. Be the whiz kid. The Saint, yeah. It's a lovely fella. Bless him. R.I.P. But I will show you this on Tuesday, rather than the Wednesday. Because you might be doing something Wednesday, but I will show you, definitely show you. I've got it in a folder somewhere, Just looking to see any bloody folders. Hang on one sec. Now, I've just seen a little folder there and it wasn't in there, but I have got it. I'll show you. You go, through that. And it's about a certain person. It's about a certain person who you all know. No football related. This is a person in the past, the very past. It'll shock you. Predictions for the Spurs match. The Wizkid says 3-1 to us. 2-2 on the at the Anfield on the return. And the Wizkid says, I'm intrigued now. You will be when you see it. You'll go, what? Honestly. IBR, it will be tougher than the last game. It will, because they're the same as Man U. They're the same as Man U. They're having a hard time. They, the top of the tree ones, then they get beat again. You see what I mean? So they're like this. They're up and down, so inconsistent. But anyone who plays us, they give us a game, just like Man U today. They give us a game. And on that note, lads, I've been on for 3 hours. Try and watch to have a laugh. I won't be watching Match of the Day, but watch that Lake Placid if you can stream it. And IBR says, I think 2-2 first leg, then we do them 3-1 at Anfield. And leader was kids. Boss stream, Frank, thank you. No, thank you. You're keeping me company. I'm fucking crazy, See that? No eating it here. It's terrible, Leader was kids. Nice all, take care. That's lovely, that's to say good night. And the Invisible Man says, lol, Frank. And all the rest viewers. It was nice to chat and changing opinions. Hope for a much better result on Wednesday. Good night. Don't want to predict, but I hope we will pass them. I mean, that's a cracking comment, because it's like I've got a book there. It's off a politician and he wrote his memoirs and things like that. And you remind me of his title, what you just said there. And the title of his book is Sitting on the Fence. And the IBR. Excellent shift there, Franco. You've earned a cocoa. Cocoa. How about a Bailey's? Yeah, one of them. No ice stove, too cold. And as the Invisible Man says, thanks. I'm trying. Well, just for me to say thank you for keeping Frank company, me, and him. This fella here. Oh, yeah, there he is. Him. The best left-sided centre-back you could ever wish to meet was him. You just pointed to him. And it's just for me to say thank you. See you on Tuesday. Yes. See you on Tuesday. Sure, no problem anytime. I'll see you all on Tuesday. Got a history show tomorrow. Should be good. Also have a fella on who's putting a play on. He's putting a play on. All about Liverpool, by the way. Not football, but the city. And I'm just going now. See you soon. Thank you so much for keeping me company. And up their heads, Up their heads. Up the mighties.